Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in the world today. My name is Kashif Butt. I'm an assistant professor at the University of Central Punjab. Today's session on QuickBooks, I'm going to open a company file, so a QuickBooks company file from scratch. So we're going to go through that today. That's the plan. Not too long a video, it'll be a short video. So we can either go jump right in and create a new company from here. So this is the screen that usually pops open when you open up QuickBooks. These are files that have previously been opened. Or you can go up to the menu bar, click on File and New Company from there. You can also restore and open from backups, and creating a backup is done from the File menu as well. So let's leave that for now. So create a new company, bottom left here. We'll click on that. And so we're going to do an express start. So express start, very handy, very easy, runs you through it really quickly. I will mention though that I have used the American version of QuickBooks Enterprise Solutions 21.0, and this here is the Canadian version. So their startup for making a new business, a QuickBooks file, company file, is a little bit different. But once you get into the actual software and recording transactions and all that, it's identical. So just to give you a heads up if you have the American version. So I'm going to click on Express Start here. And so the required fields, as you can see, there are three of them. You have to fill these in. So we'll do that. So put my initials, Kashif Butt, KB, retail, and I think I'm on number three now, retail three. And for industry, we go to help choose me over here, help me choose over here on the right. Click on that. And here is all the different industries you have. So what QuickBooks is doing is based on the industry you choose, it's going to give you a chart of accounts that is relevant for that type of a business. So you usually you'll be able to find your type of business here. And if you don't, just pick one that's similar. So look at all the options here: accounting, advertising, agriculture, so farming, writing, car repair, charitable organizations, churches, construction. You also have architecture companies, financial services, hair salon, IT, insurance, legal services, lodging. So you have hotels and motels, manufacturing, etc., etc. So I'm going to jump down to retail shop or online commerce. And so this is the chart of accounts it's giving me. So it's giving me merchandise sales, discounts, and it's giving me the very important cost of goods sold. So anyway, so we're gonna pick that one, okay it, and then we pick the company type. Help me choose again gives you the options. So you have a sole proprietorship, a partnership, a corporation, non-for-profit, charity, or other. We're gonna pick sole proprietorship, okay. And so that's done. So the other fields we're not going to enter, but if you had a business in Canada, you would have a CRA business number. CRA stands for Canada Revenue Agency, and every registered business would have a number that you would put in over here. PST and QST, these are the sales tax numbers. So PST is your provincial sales tax, and QST is the Quebec sales tax number. So you'd fill that in. So if we were actually doing a proper business and setting it up, you would have that information and you put it in here. So we're just going to continue, bottom right here. Carried forward the name. Here I would give basically the contact information as it says up top. So I would have the address, the city. So they've specified the only required one here, field here is province. And that's probably because of the taxes. So we're going to pick Ontario, and the postal code, I'm just going to pop one in here. So the postal code in the US, that would be your zip code. In other parts of the country, it might be the area code, but I think postal code is self-explanatory. Country is Canada. Here we would put the phone number, email, website, all of that stuff. If you want to preview your settings, let's click on that. So it's at the bottom here. Preview your settings. And so we have features, the things that they've turned on: employees, estimates, managing bills, sales tax statements, and time tracking. This is the chart of accounts. All the check boxes are the accounts that you'll find. All of these other accounts we can make or add later. So it's not like it's done in stone at this point. Then we have the company file location. That's where the file is being kept, so that's not that important right now. And let's go OK, bottom right. And we're back over here. So we're happy with the data. So we do create company file. So this will take a minute or so, not too long. So it's going to take us to the QuickBooks homepage. Payroll table is out of date. That's fine. So the good thing about QuickBooks Online, you have the latest version and everything is up to date. So that's a good option as well. Okay, so here we got so we could ignore this. I could X this and shut it down, and then we would have the business, the normal home screen here. But I'm gonna go through this. This is part of the setup. So over here, you add people you do business with. So that would be your vendors, your customers, and your employees. So you would go over here and click on Add, and then you can import it from Outlook or Yahoo or Gmail, or paste it from Excel, or even enter it manually. I'm not going to do that right now, so we'll just hit cancel. You would also specify what services or products you're selling. So is it service and non-inventory type? Like I said, they haven't got sales here, but sales is included as well. So we'll do that later on. So we'll cancel that. This thing I'll do the add your bank account. So we have one bank account, but let's say we wanted to add one. And so I'll just take you through that interface. So we have a CIBC account. Let's say it's my checking, the business checking account. And then we have the account number would go here, opening balance would go here, opening balance date would be here. So once you've entered that all in, bottom right is continue, click on continue. Okay, so it's asking me if I want to use QuickBooks checks for printing out checks. So we'll say no thanks, and we will just use the checks you get from the bank. The good thing about the QuickBook checks is obviously they're sized per exactly per QuickBooks requirements. But again, if you get your own checks from the bank, you can play around with the settings and figure out the proper size and print them from QuickBooks. So you would print all the checks from QuickBooks. So it's not an issue. So I'm going to hit no thanks. We'll continue. Okay, so we're done. We have two bank accounts. Start working. Let's click on that. There's my home page. I'm going to turn this off. It is taking me on a new feature tour, which I don't want. So we will turn that off over here. So this is just for invoicing the different statements that you can, and you can customize all your invoices and bills and everything. Let's just turn that off. So here's our home page. Here's our icon bar on the left. Here's our menu page across the top. And so then we would get into the accounting. Just to see the chart of accounts, I want to see if they have my checking account there. There it is. There's our CIBC checking account. It's a bank account and it has a zero balance right now. Okay, great. Okay, so that's as far as one would go with this session. So we've learned how to make a company QuickBooks file. And then the next step would be, of course, entering the transactions in your business. So we'll do that on a later session. So thank you for joining me today. Let's end it here and we'll continue with another session on the different areas within QuickBooks. Thank you very much. Bye.